welcome to a Tuesday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, and of course, Hudco Roofing, hudcoroofing.com. How about y'all? Tigers win. It feels like we were just together because, in fact, we were just about 6-7 hours ago. Companion show last night was phenomenal. We smashed viewership records on the companion show. Darren Pellegrin, the Rally Frogs, indeed were alive last night. How about that game, man? What a college baseball game. Absolutely incredible college baseball game. So that would have been 5 lead changes in that game last night. Just incredible perseverance, a for the ages outing from Landon Marceau, who has been a tough luck loser so many times this year. He's got an ERA of 2, but he was 6-6 on the season, and he gets that win last night. Boy, Bianco hit the homer to put LSU up, and you're thinking, all right, got it. And then Maneri goes to Garrett Edwards, who, they didn't rule it an error on Doty, but probably should have been. An E5, and then a blast, and then all of a sudden you're losing. But in the bottom of the 8th, Tigers facing elimination. They got it done, man. Improbably, you scored on a pass ball and a balk, but whatever. I mean, I'll take it. So, you tie the game. You tie the game on a pass ball, and it was you had a runner, so back-to-back pass balls, which is just crazy. But anyway, no. You score on Belosso's fielder's choice, and then Doty scored the go-ahead run on the balk. Bianco scored on the wild pitch to make it 5-4 earlier in the game. That's right. And then Bianco homered to tie it, or to take the lead. Amazing. So, just amazing. What a game. So, all the moves that Maneri made in the first game of the regional against Gonzaga that came up snake eyes, everything he did last night seemingly worked. The one move, look, starting Mikhail Hilliard was a great decision. A lot of people wondered why Mikhail only gave you an inning. Maybe that's all he felt like he could give you. He just pitched 2 days. He just pitched 2 days ago. He was on 1 day rest. So, he went to Ty Floyd. Floyd only lasted an inning, gave up a couple of runs, gave up the home run. Obviously, they were just absolutely timing his fastball. Same thing with Michael Fowler, but he got you 2. And Will Helmers gave LSU 2 innings of shutout baseball, and some might have thought that the hook was too quick on Helmers, and I get it, but I'll also say, that was when LSU grabbed the lead. It was bottom 6. And Maneri was thinking in his head, Edwards, Marceau, Fontenot to finish it 7-8-9. Had to be. And Maneri has said openly before that he didn't think Edwards could get guys out in the SEC. And he hadn't pitched in a conference game since the Ole Miss series. So for Maneri to get 6 outs from Helmers, he felt like he stole 6 outs, and he didn't want to push it any further. So I kind of understand why he made that decision at that moment. It's just unfortunate that Garrett Edwards gave up the homer. But still, man, look, what a day. What a night for those who stayed up and watched it. Thanks to everybody who watched along with the companion show. And now LSU advances. LSU got that win off of Colby Summers, who was their ace closer. And they just went to him to try to get 9 outs. And he just wasn't up to the task, man. So, anyway, Just awesome. What a night. That is, by the way, that is the first time. There's going to be a lot of people who maybe don't realize this yet, but that was the first time LSU has won a road postseason series, like a true road series. I'm not talking about like the SEC tournament or Omaha. A true road postseason series since that famous 1989 win in College Station against Texas A&M. Yeah, when you think about Super Regionals, 99 against Bama in Tuscaloosa, they lost. 01 Tulane, they lost in New Orleans. 02 was Rice, they lost in Houston. Super Regionals, road regionals, they lost in 2010 at UCLA, 2018 at Oregon State, and then last night beat Oregon. So the first time since 1989 that LSU won a road postseason series. Incredible. There's a lot of people who don't realize they watched some history last night. All right, let's say some good mornings. I see the comments on Facebook are scrolling really fast. Also, my apologies. I'll try to get to as many as I can here. Drew's still sleeping, so I got a little bit of time here this morning. We can do this. I just have to be, I got a meeting at 9, so maybe do about 30 minutes or so. All right, trivia, good morning. Darren Pellegrin, Joey Vincent, Grant Dugas, Jude Saunier, Nicholas Cantrell, Michael McNett, Thomas Lamott. What's up, y'all? Joseph Norton. 2 homers we gave up where the pitcher was getting squeezed, the same at bat. Yeah, but I will say this, Joseph. I thought that umpire, his strike zone was consistent. He didn't give the old college strike zone, which is basically expanding the plate a little bit. He didn't give it all night, so I'm okay with it. PTG Toasty, Matthew Rogelio, Trivia Carter. Let's see, Jude Saunier. How many homers did we hit this weekend? Well, let's see. You hit, let's see, Dugas hit one, or Dugas, and Bianca hit one yesterday, so it's 2. And you played 5 games. I wish they just gave me postseason stats. I'll look it up later. A lot. I mean, Dylan Cruz had 3. Dugas had 2. Bianco. They hit a lot. All right, Kirk Taylor, what's up? Jason Truax, is just me, is your volume low again? I don't know, man. If my volume is low, I don't know what maybe I'm talking low, but if you're having trouble with the audio, I don't see anybody else saying that, so sorry. I don't know what happened last night. The people were having some issues at one point. Jeff McKithen, good morning. Father, John, David Mathern, Kendall said LSU might have their coach in place by Thursday. How about that? I don't know, and I haven't talked to him off the record or off air. I don't know if he was just joking, and he might have been. I really don't know. Pat Houston, we're going to pack bags and head up to Kirk's. LOL. Kirk, it's in play, man. And y'all, LSU gets exactly what I wanted, man. They get a rematch with Tennessee. We're going to talk tons about this matchup, and we'll find out. We should find out today, if it's not out yet, the schedule. Yeah, I don't think it's been announced yet. We'll find out today, I guess. Nope, it is out. Okay. So LSU's going to play Saturday, thank God. So East Carolina is at Vanderbilt and NC State at Arkansas on Friday, which means LSU is going to play Saturday. Thank God. Well, actually, they haven't announced that yet. It's not listed on the SEC website anyway. Well, they need to play on Saturday. If they don't play on Saturday, it's a freaking sham. Let's see. Ken Bro, good morning. Let's see. So many chances to quit. The boys kept fighting. Love seeing the old school fire coming from the team. Hey, man, they are... let's see. Is anybody else having an issue with... I don't know why people are having an issue with the volume. Let's see. Frame rate to 15 to 60 FPS. Hang on one second, y'all. I don't know if it's that I'm just talking too low or... No, so YouTube, you're not having a problem. It's Facebook people saying they're having a problem hearing me. I don't know how to fix this. I don't know how to fix it. It says my frame rate is too low. Maybe that's it. I really don't know how to fix this though, so I'm sorry. Some people are not having issues on Facebook, and some are. If you are, here's what I'll do. If you are having issues on Facebook, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna copy the YouTube link, and I'm gonna post it in the Facebook chat. So just watch us over there on YouTube. You do not have to have a YouTube or Google account. You can watch without that. So I just posted the YouTube link in the comments. So if you're having trouble hearing me on Facebook, just jump over to YouTube. Let's see, Brian Wynn. I was a little worried sticking with Marceau that late. I knew, thank you, Joseph, 8 homers. I knew there was no doubt they were going to go to Marceau. He was going to start the ninth with Marceau. I just thought that if anybody got on base, they'd bring in Fontenot. So that did surprise me that he stuck with him. And Maneri went out there and talked to him and still let him stay. So Marceau must have been feeling good. So I have not listened to any of the post game. I've not listened to any of the post game comments from the players or coaches or anything like that. We did the companion show as soon as it ended. I went to bed and then woke up and showered and we're doing this. So let's see. Tyler Dugas had 3 plus an inside the park. Tyler, the inside the park was not an inside the park home run. They officially ruled it a triple and scored on a 1 base error. So that was a triple, not a homer. Brian and Andy Pinton, good morning. Jason, I guess we're baseball school again. Hey, I'm going to tell y'all, Lawrence Burley, good morning. Jason Bourgeois. Okay, they did set it. Saturday at 6. Okay, thank you very much. Thank God. I mean, we were talking about a little on the companion show last night. If they had made LSU, after traveling cross country, come home today, if they had come home today, or even if they got on the plane late last night, so they got home in the middle of the night tonight or early morning, whatever. Let's just assume, so they get home today. You have your day off today on Tuesday. You probably practice Wednesday morning or fly to Knoxville Wednesday noonish and then practice Wednesday, Thursday, and then play Friday. There's no way. I mean, thank God the NCAA at least had enough sense to make this a Saturday and the last game Saturday as well, at 6 o'clock. Thank God. And I am really, really, really excited about this. I'm not telling you that I definitively. I'm not telling you I'm picking LSU to win this Super Regional. Tennessee's hot. They've played well all year. They won the SEC East, which was obviously a bear. Beat out Vanderbilt. They had a really nice showing in the SEC tournament, getting all the way there to the championship against Arkansas. They had a really impressive win over Mississippi State in the SEC tournament. I know that's a really, really good baseball team, and Vitello's a good coach, and I'm not being dismissive at all of Tennessee. They beat a really good Liberty team twice in their regional. That's a good team, and I'm not being dismissive of them at all. LSU is a much different team today than they were when they went to Knoxville in the second week of conference play. I mean, you still had Coleman, or Labus rather. Hill, sorry. you still had Jaden Hill in your rotation at that point. That was before he got injured. So you were Hill, Marceau, Labus. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think they pitched out of order. Let me see. Yeah, Marceau started the Friday game that week. So Marceau started the Friday game, and they lost 3-1. So Marceau was fantastic, but LSU struck out a bajillion times against Chad Dallas in that series, or in that game. Dallas had a career high 11 strikeouts. Ugh, brutal. Anyway, 11 strikeouts in that opener. LSU lost 3-1, and Chad Dallas is not an overpowering guy. Like, you can hit that guy. And then in the second game, that was the game where LSU was leading in the ninth, and the game got stopped because of rain. They restarted it the next day, and LSU blew it and got walked off 9-8. And then they came back and played a 7-inning game right after it, and LSU lost 3-2 and got walked off again. Like, they got walked off twice in that series. And remember, it was a 7-inning game, and they went to extra, so they went to the 8th. So, man, I want to see that team again. They've had a great year, and I'm not in any way trying to diminish what Tennessee has done, but LSU is a different team now with, Marceau, Hilliard, Labus, Marceau, Labus, Hilliard, however they want to do it, with the rotation being different now. It's just a very different feel around this team than it was early. That was the first taste of conference play for Cruz and Morgan and Thompson and all those guys. Like, Bianco has kind of emerged now as your everyday second baseman. We'll see if Gio's able to go. But anyway, you understand my point. Like, it's a different team. Brandon DeVille, Joseph Kidry, Lawrence Burley, Dustin Jenkins. Hey, Uncle Mike. Good morning. Corey Messina, Matt Averett, Kenneth LeBlanc, what's up? Brandon Goche, Charlie Cavell, Ken Bro, Ricky Lambert, Lauren Anderson, Pam Johnson, Luis Manuel, good morning. Luis Manuel, or Manuel, Luis Manuel, either Luis Manuel or Luis Manuel, either way. Thank you for watching. Philip Smith, good morning. First time back with you in the morning. And some time due to work schedule. Enjoy watching the game with y'all last night. Thanks so much, Phil. Thanks to everybody who watched last night. I mean, by far the biggest crowd we had. And honestly, man, straight up, the reason that someone like Kendall Rogers at 11 o'clock at night will jump on our YouTube live stream is because he's not a dummy. He sees 600 people are watching it, and they're obviously 600 rabid college baseball fans that are up at midnight watching a college baseball game on a Monday night. So he knows that's also his demographic. So like that helps him to get that exposure for D1 baseball. So like my point is, you all staying up with us and watching and hitting the share, growing that number and growing like that. That's a reason we're able to do cooler stuff like that and have guys like Kendall jump on and Coogan and all those guys. So very much appreciated, man. Very, very, very much appreciated. All right. Drew Hurst, good morning. Craig Duke. Switching to YouTube, audio and video is always better. It is. YouTube is a video platform. I've explained that before. YouTube is a video platform. The audio and video is better there. Facebook is a platform that is integrated video. YouTube is a video platform, so it is always going to be a better user experience there. I just know that more people are here on Facebook. So anyway, Michael Arthur, Johnny Clark. Hope the fire the coach crowd doesn't hurt themselves jumping back on the bandwagon. Oh man, but y'all. This is why, man. This is why for 2 months, every day here and on AFR, I looked at, after they started 1-8 in the conference for 2 months, this is why every day we looked at strength of schedule, we looked at RPI, we looked at road wins, we calculated what it would take to get into, because it's also about getting in. You get in, anything can happen. I mean, look, Like Florida was a host site. They were 17-13 in the SEC. They went 2-0, got blasted out of their own regional. Like, did they not deserve to be in? It's baseball, man. It's college baseball. Who's ready to play? What are matchups like? What pitcher has a great day that day? What team is flat? Like, it's just why you create great legacy in baseball. I mean, look at what happened yesterday. Landon Marceau on 2 days rest. He pitches Friday, 100 pitches on 2 days rest. He comes out of the bullpen to close out the game and gets the win. I mean, just amazing, man. Just absolutely amazing. We'll talk about the regional that Gavin Dugas had, and Dylan Cruz showing out for the world, and Drew Bianco coming up with clutch hits. There the last 2 nights. I mean, just awesome, man. Now you got a team that feels really confident going to Knoxville. Edward Cooper, what's up? Brian Wynn, wondering why Oregon kept throwing to first to keep below so close since he's no threat to steal. Yes, man. I don't know. On the balk, it was 100% a balk. It was a good call. Cody Anderson, the Rally Frogs are for real. Jason Bourgeois, Kelly Presley, Brandon Goche. Even after the error by Doty, Marceau was calm and cool. He knew he had this. Yeah, he's that dude, man. I certainly would have liked a stress-free 9th inning, but credit to Oregon, they wouldn't go away. And for what it's worth, they did. Let me check the box score again to see, but I'm almost positive like they ruled that a hit. Well, I'll tell you this much. Some of y'all said they flashed E5 on the screen, but I was following along with the live stats, and they ruled it a base hit on the live stats. Let me see if they went back and changed it. Not that it really matters, but yeah, no, they ruled Zavala's. That was a single. It wasn't that they did not rule it an error on Doty. They ruled it a single. So, for what it's worth, it was hard hit. Kirk, can't tell you the emotional energy I put into baseball. The CWS is what keeps me going through the winter. And when can LSU make it here? It's like being home again. That's very cool. Yeah. So for those who don't know, Kirk's an Army guy, lives up in Omaha, and checks in with us every day here, and has been aching for LSU fans to come up for the CWS. Here's hoping. Tyler, I like Oregon coach's composure. Sportsmanship is world class. Glad to see him get the team to congratulate Paul. Paul talking to their players. That is cool. I didn't see that, but that is really cool. Stephen Miller, what's good, man? Greg Lane, where's Drew? Drew is still in bed, actually, and I'm okay with it. Someone says Hilliard had an elbow issue. Any validity? I had not heard that, but that wouldn't surprise me, man. Like, listen, the thing is, I mean, if you were listening to the companion show last night, Painich was on there talking about, that he's like, the day after you throw, you do basically nothing. He's like, by this stage, like, all you're doing is just trying to move your arm to get some of that lactic acid out, but you're still in a lot of pain. Like, those guys could want the ball, but man, like, if you're feeling pain like that, I mean, I get it, if you're trying to be cautious in some degree. So, Steven, LSU won 2 one-run games on the road this weekend and 4 games in 4 days. Incredible. 2 feats they hadn't done since March. Steven, I was thinking about that. The 4, not just the 4 wins, but like the 4 consecutive games. You said in 4 days, but like I was even thinking like, when did they win 4 in a row? Like they would have had to sweep a weekend and win the midweeks sandwiched. I mean, so it would have had to have been like when they played UTSA and they walked off UTSA. I mean, it would have. I mean, it's 4 games in a row. Let's see. They had this streak early in the season. They let's see, they beat Air Force, then lost to Air Force, then beat Tech, and that started a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 7-game winning streak. The only other time they won at least 4 in a row all year was in March, where they beat UNO, then the UTSA sweep, then they beat Southeastern. So, and they beat Texas Southern in the midweek. So they went Texas Southern, UNO back-to-back days, swept UTSA, that was 5, and then beat Southeastern 6. So they had a 6-game winning streak that ended March 16th, and they haven't won more than 3 in a row since. They beat McNeese, and then the first 2 against Kentucky. They beat ULM in the first 2 against Ole Miss. Oh no, I stand corrected. They won game 3 against Arkansas, beat Southern in the midweek, and then won the first 2 against Auburn, so that was 4 in May. So they have done it actually. But you see what it took to find that. It's like, go scroll through and see how they sandwiched midweek wins around, see it's anyway. Improbable, man. Improbable for a team that has not played consistently, but they found a way to do it over 4 days, which was awesome. Hey, Dad, good morning. Daniel Sinets, Cully Crescione, good morning. Stephen, P.S., you got my tweet last night about not watching the companion show since I turned it off Saturday. LSU hasn't lost. Hey, man, I'm not superstitious, but if you are, all good. I did not see it. I was not on Twitter. I was obviously doing companion show, but all good, man. All good. Luke Cranford, Scott McClendon, morning, Matt. Can we do football companion shows this fall? So, Scott, I mean, the tough part about that, well, look, T-Bob did them this last year in studio for every LSU game. And I was in there at least for the first half. I wasn't on mic because he had a lot of friends and stuff on with him, but I was in there. But then I would leave at halftime to get over to Don Juan, so I could be there when the game ended for whiskey and wine. So that's a little tough, but maybe I'm not opposed to it. Maybe. Silver lining regarding Helmers. Paul pulled him early, but showed he can handle some tough spots. I don't know that he pulled him early, man. I understand. Like, I say this all the time. I'm saying it again right now. Baseball's a game of failure. As long as you have sound logic for the decision you made strategically, I can live with the result. Helmers, I get it. They felt like they stole 6 outs from Helmers. That's cool. You had the lead, and he was going to go Edwards, Marceau, Fontenot, 7, 8, 9. I get it. I get what he was trying to do. Edwards gave up the lead. So I get it. Michael McNett need caffeine. Let's see. Chance Mercante, what's up? Josh Smith, Kendall Rogers put out that Knoxville Super will be Saturday. Yeah, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm a little behind on YouTube, sorry. David Baz, volume, okay. Jerry Spurge, what's up, Spurge from North Carolina? Phil Smith finally made it over from Facebook. Very good. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. Shelby, 89 viewers, only 25 likes. Yeah, please hit the like if you haven't done so yet. Explain that a bunch, I know, on Companion Show. But if you could hit the like button, massively helpful on YouTube. And if you could subscribe to the channel. So you'll have a blue subscribe button. If you could tap that, that's huge. If you hit the bell, you'll be notified when I go live. And then also just hit the thumbs up. If you're on mobile and you see the live chat, just X out of the live chat. And then you'll see the like button, the thumbs up, hit it. And then just hit live chat again. And then you'll see all the comments again. Ultimate Warrior, what's up? Oregon put up a hell of a fight. Hope Tennessee doesn't pummel us. Tennessee ain't going to pummel LSU, man. LSU is very capable of winning that super regional. And yes, I would much rather have gone to Oregon than to Ruston. I mean, look, I think LSU would have had a better chance of winning the Ruston regional, but being paired with Arkansas was a one-way ticket home. So, I'm not telling you Tennessee is going to be easy, but LSU can win this super regional. They can win it. Cliff Nelson, what's good, man? Kenneth Martin, morning, Matt. Sorry, just jumped on. Do you think we'll start Saturday? Who will start Saturday? Oh, that's a great question, man. It is. So, Marceau threw. Let me look at the box score from last night. I want to see how many pitches he threw. So what I was told yesterday, and I put this out on AFR. I was coy about it, but Marceau was begging for the baseball yesterday, and his bullpen day would have been today. So let's see. Marceau ended up throwing. I think he threw 50. Let me see. All right, let's see. Marceau threw 46 pitches. So normally, just as an FYI, the way LSU handles it, like his bullpen would have been today, and he would have thrown between 30 and 50 pitches. The difference is getting on a mound and throwing 30 to 50 pitches in a bullpen is very different than throwing 46 high-intensity pitches in a game. So, and he went 2 1/3. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. On 4 days rest could he pitch Saturday? I sure as hell think he's going to try. Because your other option would be Labus also on short rest after throwing 120 pitches. So I think they're going to work like hell to get Marceau ready to roll. The only other option I think you could have realistically, because McHale only threw 14 pitches, is you could run McHale out there on Saturday and give Marceau an extra day on Sunday to either win the Super Regional or extend it to Sunday, or extend it to Monday, which then you could bring back Labus. I just think Labus would not be an option after extending the way he did. I think you wait and see how Marceau feels. And if he feels strong, you roll with him. If not, you go Hilliard Friday, who did not pitch against Tennessee the last time out, by the way. And then you give Marceau, or Saturday, and you give Marceau the extra day. I'm just glad we're having these conversations, y'all, honestly. It certainly didn't feel like it, did it? Like we were going to. I mean, Hilliard pitched in relief against Tennessee. 3 innings, 3 strikeouts, 1 run, 2 hits. So Hilliard, he didn't start against Tennessee, but he did pitch the game in the game 2, the one that was delayed in the 9th and then restarted. So that was the game where Jaden Hill got roughed up early, and they pulled him and brought in McHale. And McHale gave you 3 innings of good relief, and then they went Floyd, Fontenot. So McHale had some success against Tennessee. Tennessee will rock Hilliard, don't like it. But except they didn't when he pitched last time. So, Cody Boudreaux, thanks for staying up with us. Matthew, you do a better companion show for SR. Oh, you better do a companion show for SR. Yeah, man, I'm in. I'll tell you, we are leaving a week from tomorrow for vacation. And I'm out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the whole next week on vacation. So if LSU does win the Tennessee Super Regional, I'll be out for Omaha. That's crazy. Let's see, 8:25. Oh, y'all, as always, shout out to Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. If you're on Facebook, Brock is tagged in the post. Please like the Brock page. And, of course, HUDCO Roofing, HUDCOroofing.com, also tagged in the post. Really, we're very grateful to Brock. If you need an orthopedist, they're the best. Actually, Erica's going to see Dr. Catherine Riche for her plantar fasciitis. And a lot of people on the companion show last night asked about HUDCO. A lot of people asked if we do metal roofs. Absolutely. Metal, of course, shingle, commercial or residential. So if you got a commercial building and you need a roof, we're happy to come give you, and we'll come inspect your roof or come out and take a look. So give us a shout. Watching Hunt's reaction final 30 minutes was great. Yeah, Steven's right. Playing in SEC atmospheres prepares you for situations like this, no doubt. Kurt, can you see my comments? Yeah, I got you, man. Steve and Ben called that an error on Doty. Ben McDonald, the broadcast. So we're doing companion, so I did not have the audio up on the broadcast loud enough to really hear what they were saying. But they ruled it. Officially they ruled it a hit. Brian Wynn, Rally Possum spot in Oregon. Rally Frogs, bro. LSU love to put rally in front of something. Rally Frogs, let's roll. Jason, can't believe they gave freshman of the year to the Vanderbilt kid instead of Morgan. Jason, I'm not upset. Looking for 2/3 of the season, we were thinking that was going to be Dylan Cruz. Morgan had a scorching final month, and then everyone said it should be Morgan. Bradfield from Vanderbilt was awesome. Led the nation in stolen bases, man. Hit over 300. He played a dynamic center field. He was great. He was a great player. Dylan Landry, good morning from Cape San Blas, Florida. All right, man. Appreciate you checking in down there in Florida. Hope the weather's nice. Cortland, go Tigers. Last few days were exciting. Glad we didn't have a game tonight because I'm driving to North Carolina tomorrow. Kirk, Matt taking calls on AFR. Help out on the show prep? Probably not, Kirk. Ben McDonald was on the call. I'm sure I'll get Ben on the show. I'll definitely get a Tennessee writer on the show today. Depending on what LSU's schedule is, I may try to get either Coach Maneri or one of the guys on the team on the show today. So we'll work through it, but it's crazy. I have an 11 a.m. meeting. I have a 9, so I need to get going, actually. I have a 9. I have to do Locked on LSU. I have an 11 a.m. meeting, and then I have a meeting that's supposed to run from 12 to 4 that I'm going to have to leave early. So my show prep today is going to be like... So maybe I will just open the phones, Kirk. Come on in. Did the win last night count as midweek game on Stopwatch? So I said, Blaine, midweek champions of the world. You got it, bro. Scott Chauvin, how about the LSU fans out shouting Oregon fans? It was awesome, man. What a night. Let's see. Braden LaRussa, how ready are you for football season? Not ready yet, Braden. I want to see this baseball team make a run. Phil Smith, Troy Abear. A lot of people said there was no way LSU could make it through the losers bracket. I'm one of them. I did not think they'd have the pitching. But in order to do that, you had to get an outlier. And I would say A.J. Labus giving you 8 innings and Javen Coleman giving you 6, that counts as an outlier. Those guys did something that Labus had done it earlier in the year, but we certainly weren't expecting that they do. And they got it done, man. It was phenomenal. That's how legacies are made. So I was definitely glad to be wrong. They made it out of the losers bracket. Absolutely awesome. How many teams have made it through the losers bracket? It happens more often than you'd think. Look, Houston did it in 2014 against LSU. So. All right, y'all, I really got to bounce. So thank you for watching. Please, if you're on Facebook, like the page, share the post. And, of course, like the Brock and the HUDCO pages if you would. If you're on YouTube and you haven't done so yet, please hit the like button. There's only 52 likes right now. 94 people watching on YouTube, 95. If you could please hit the like, that's just a massive, massive, massive help. Just hit that thumbs up. Appreciate it greatly. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Okay, y'all, I will get Locked on LSU up sometime close to 10 a.m., so please be on the lookout for that. And then AFR 3, we'll see you for it. Okay, y'all, have an awesome day. Be safe. Enjoy the weather. We'll see you. Peace. Go Tigers. Go Tigers.